Hi, everybody. Hub Arkush here along with Arthur Arkush and Kevin Fishbain as we report for you from Halas Hall, the Bears' voluntary mini camp, 3 days leading right up to the draft. In fact, they practiced Thursday morning a few hours before the first round takes off. We're talking draft here now, and Kevin, I'll start with you. Mock drafts are all in the books. We've done all the preparation we can. We've talked to all our sources. At the end of the day, the Bears are still picking 7 as far as we know, and there's going to be a very good football player available for him.
There will be, and there will also be an opportunity probably for them to trade down if they want to do that as well. You know, it's an interesting spot for Ryan Pace. They have so many needs. There's so many good players at the top half of that first round that they could go after. But Ryan Pace is the ultimate wild card here. You know, we've talked about Amari Cooper and Kevin White, the pass rushers Vic Beasley and Shane Ray, Danny Shelton, the nose tackle. But we have no idea the way Ryan Pace views this team, views these prospects, and the type of drafter he's going to be. So it's still a really big mystery for Thursday night. The other interesting thing to keep an eye on, the teams in front of the Bears, a lot of crazy things can happen in those top 6 picks, and that can impact what Chicago does.
You know, Arthur, as we've gotten closer and closer to the draft, it seems, nothing certain, of course, with the draft, but it seems more and more likely there will be at least one trade in front of the Bears, and you wonder how that impacts their ability to possibly find a trade partner if they want to move down and stockpile some more picks.
Yeah, I agree. Not only the top 2 quarterbacks, of course, who we assume are going to be off the board before the Bears get on the clock at number 7, but also some of the changes that have occurred with the edge rushers at the top. We thought there was potentially going to be 4 gone in the top 10. Now with the trouble Shane Ray and Randy Gregory have found, those guys are sliding. So that only puts a higher priority on guys like Vic Beasley and Dante Fowler. So that could be another player or 2 players that are potentially in play for a trade up. Obviously, it's a position of need for the Bears, but we'll see if one of those guys, it seems less likely they'll be there at number 7.
Well, and the other aspect of the point Arthur makes here, Kevin, is that you could see a Shane Ray or a Randy Gregory or a Tevin Coleman or a Brashad Perryman. There's going to be a very good football player in the 2nd round and probably quality in the 3rd round for the Bears as well.
Yeah, I think folks need to remember that when you have the 7th pick in the 1st round, that means you also get the 7th pick in the 2nd round. So the Bears are going to have an opportunity there to get a pretty good player. And we talk so much about wide receiver and edge rusher because those are 2 of the deepest positions. Those are 2 big needs for the Bears. But then you can also make that argument. That's why you don't take them at 7, and you can get a pretty good player in the 2nd round at 39. So, you know, again, this is what happens when you're not a very good team. The year before, you have a lot of needs, and it's going to be really hard. You know, we really can't judge the pick for a couple years, obviously, but it's going to be hard for Ryan Pace to not pick a guy that's going to make an immediate contribution.
And most likely, Arthur, with just 3 picks at this point on Saturday, that is where the Bears will start to shore up the depth. That's where they'll probably take a chance on another safety. Maybe they find a quarterback. They probably punch up the offensive line. Quality, yes, but now you're really looking to do your homework and find guys who can be contributors in their 2nd and 3rd season.
Yeah, no doubt. You're not going to make the flashy picks on day 3. Those guys are long gone, but those picks are almost as important. Like you said, depth, special teams, you have to be able to fill out the roster, particularly when you have so much turnover, a new regime. Some of the bottom of the roster guys that maybe Mark Trestman and Phil Emery preferred, they're not this regime's guys. So those picks, again, are going to be very, very important. Maybe not as important as the one at 7 and 39, but there should be plenty of intrigue as we head into the 3rd day of the draft.
Bottom line, folks, there's only one sure thing in the NFL draft. If you want the best in instant picks, instant analysis, every one of them, stay right where at ChicagoFootball.com, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.